it was 1998, the last time this body took up and passed a bill that became law that protected children in the virtual space. And a lot has changed since then. We've seen the emergence of social media. We've seen 100 million Americans born during that period of time. So thinking about these platforms and that emergence, when you think about Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and online video games, those interactive games that are pulling kids into those, you think about how social media has changed the lives and the exposure of children today. They have grown up in this.
Mrs. Blackburn, Mr. Blumenthal, Mr. Booker, Mr. Bozeman, Mr. Braun, Mrs. Britt.
No, it's motion to confirm. Yeah, we got rid
On this vote, the ayes are 91, the nays are 3, and the motion is agreed to. Under the previous order, the Senate will resume executive session. The Senate stands in recess until 2:15 p.m.
Today, the Senate keeps its promise to every parent who's lost a child because of the risks of social media. Today, after a lot of hard work, a lot of twists and turns, we'll pass COSA and COPPA. They will perhaps be the most, COSA and COPPA will be the most important updates to federal laws protecting kids on the internet in decades, and a very good first step. For COSA, Blumenthal and Blackburn fought to give kids and parents the tools and safeguards and transparency they need to protect our children's health and well-being. For COPPA, Senator Markey and Cassidy worked to protect the personal information for children and teenagers and ban targeted advertising aimed at them. Now we call on the House to pass these common-sense, bipartisan, life-saving bills. The overwhelming vote we received here on the floor of the Senate should importune the House to act and act quickly.
This vote was overwhelmingly bipartisan, as was co-sponsorship of the bill at the end of the process. 3/4 of the Senate, evenly divided, Republican and Democrat, co-sponsored the Kids Online Safety Act. Democracy works if we have bipartisan support. We need to pass this measure when kids go back to school and our congressional colleagues come back to Washington. I know that House leadership is very interested, and many in the House have expressed strong support for this bill. I'm hopeful that we'll have the same kind of overwhelming bipartisan support in the House as we did in the Senate. But overall, it is a historic, monumental day